What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for some more Marvel Snap. We did get a patch yesterday, November 3rd. I have not gone through the patch notes yet. I downloaded the update this morning, but I haven't gone through everything to see what it entails. So I figured, why not us to go through the patch notes together, and we can see what they are rocking with. So let's just hop right on into this. I don't expect this to be a big patch. I wasn't aware of any balance changes coming, so we'll see. New feature titles. Titles have been added to the reward pool for collector's reserves on the collector level track. I'm guessing that's like titles from other game. It'll like show underneath your avatar, your portrait in game. I like things like that for added cosmetics. I could see where some people might be upset that they are in the collector's reserves because it's kind of just another thing to grab from. I guess as long as it isn't a new percentage change that lowers your percentage of like cards or other top tier rewards, like if it's a grab bag of like whatever your percent chance to roll an avatar was, if it's now the same percent chance to roll a avatar or a title, and those are together, it's not too bad. Other than that, watering down the loot pool and collector's reserves might not be great, so I'd have to see the percent chances of that. But as a whole, I really like the idea of titles. I'm just curious of the implementation details. In the avatar selection menu, there are now character logos added underneath the avatar. That makes sense, just in case you don't really know who the character is that well. It's easier to choose that avatar properly. Boosters earned after a match will now favor cards with less than 20 owned boosters. I love this change. It makes it harder to target things. But I'm the type of person that likes to level up my cards as I go. Like if, let's say my favorite card is Nick Fury. The best way to level up Nick Fury in the past would be to keep him as a, gray card, a uncommon rarity. And I hated that. I wanted to level him up as I go. But that would make you less likely to get boosters for him. So now as long as all the cards in your deck have 20 owned boosters, you have equal chances all over the place. So I do like that. Foil and Prism card mods have been improved. The background art for cards with Foil and Prism mods should now be more visible. I like that because there were some cards that have such cool backgrounds that you don't really want to split them because it lost all the background detail. So if we're just kind of applying these effects to the background even more, I am completely on board with that. Card upgrade sequence has been sped up and added ability to skip. On board with that as well. I like the animation, but I know there's a lot of people who wanted to be able to just skip right through it, so that was a natural thing to add. I expected them to do it, and I'm glad they did. Lots of additional visual polish and updates to the game's UI, buttons, game board, and more. I'd have to see that in game. They've been tweaking a lot of the menus. I'd say overall the updates have been on the good side, so I'm excited to see what things they further improved. Updated visual card effect for magic to reflect her recent ability adjustment. I'm not really sure what that would mean, but we would see. New location sounds. I like this. It's really like a minor thing, but it's one of those things that the more locations have sound or visual effects, or cards have sound and visual effects, the more alive and dynamic the games feel. So I really like that they are continuing to add this. What do we got? Updated functionality of Wolfsbane and Dagger to count unrevealed cards when determining their power gains. I love this. Dagger, I mean, it happens with Wolfsbane as well, but I don't think it's as common, but it's still a good change. I think Dagger is far more common. I would predict a play, move Dagger, but they'd all be unrevealed, and Dagger just becomes kind of useless in that scenario. I think this makes Dagger a lot more playable now that they've done that. Daredevil is now in Pool 3. That is fantastic. Nick Fury has been added to the random pool. You're not going to see that come into play too often, but X-Mansion, Agent 13 are good callouts. And it's just at least it's a good option you can get from X-Mansion and Agent 13. We got some bug fixes. I'm not going to really go through every single bug fix. I'm just going to kind of scan and see if there was anything that stood out to me. Never seen this one before. Many updates, text positioning, switching languages with cards filtered out. Jubilee no longer triggers on-play effects for cards like Angela, Bishop, and Lockjaw when she pulls them from the deck. Okay. I never knew that was a thing. Card label should no longer clip under the notch. I don't think I've ever seen that either. I guess these bugs weren't that common. Oh, this one is one I've seen. This is a nice one. Wong's the little rings that get put on the board now move with him when he moves. That is fantastic. Mr. Fantastic's VFX play when he moves. An issue where Asgard Ronin combinations could cause snap errors. I did not know that was a thing. And then we do have some French. I was reading this one. We have some known issues. Miles Morales does not get his cost reduced if he's moved to a location with a card that will destroy him. Certain card combinations with Bar Sinister can cause turns to go on too long. That sounds like some sort of infinite loop type thing. I'm curious what that is. Get modified decks, filter UI. Oh, these are two that I see a decent amount of time when I'm recording with the PC version now. It doesn't really scale properly, so it's hard to scroll through them. But the PC version is brand new, so I'm glad they're fixing all of that. But yeah, as a whole, this is kind of like a quality of life update. Not really any major changes. The biggest one is these titles. I will try and find some information about, drop rates or how they've affected the collector's reserves as a whole. But really, I think as a whole, it's good for the game. I'm on board with more cosmetics and more ways to kind of individualize yourself while playing and kind of show off while playing. So I'm on board with that. Let me know what you guys think of the patch down below in the comments.